parents, I often try to use way too big of words because I was a dork that studied the dictionary, like read it when I had my free time, and my parents would be like, Jason, smaller words. And I want to just go back to them and say, you guys graduated college, right? You told me this, right? You weren't lying to make me feel good that, you know, I wasn't the first one in the family to go to college and graduate. And for the record, no, I was the first one to graduate, not the first one to go to college. So, whew, that's a relief. I also would like to say that I'm also one of the tallest people in my family. Although you might not think it, I'm 6'1.5". And the funny thing is that when I went to Vietnam earlier this year, I kid you not, one of the most funny things I had happen to me was I had a little girl come up to me and say to her mother, "Can I take your picture?" And I'd be like, "Why?" And then I had a friend who actually spoke Vietnamese who was with me, and they were like, they wanted to take the picture because of how tall you were. She's never seen a person this tall before. And I'd be like, wow, this little girl is setting herself up way too low for failure if she thinks I'm the biggest American she's ever going to see. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. So, you know, I'm a sports fan too. I mentioned this the first time I was performing here, and I would fall down these rabbit holes of doing, like, you know, random Google searches. And the thing that I found that I got most invested in recently was random real names of sports players. I'll only share 2 of them because I don't know if anybody will care beyond 2. But there's a hockey goalie, or was a hockey goalie at one point, called Ron Tugnut. And I don't know about you, but I am just imagining Tugnut's auto parts and repair. Like, that is not a hockey player's name. That is the auto parts repair guy down the road in somewhere in Topeka, Kansas. Like, that's just what that strikes me as. And then the other one, who's actually a kid who is playing college football now, his name is General Booty. General Axel Booty. I wish I was kidding. I looked this up because I was like, okay, he did not pick this name for himself. What brainwave of the parent chose this name for him? Turns out, it was his dad. Apparently, he always wanted to name a kid General, and he didn't think of the connotations of his last name very well. I spend way too much time playing video games, so me going on a trip is actually probably a good thing. You know it's bad when I play video games where one of your objectives is to sweep the floor. Like, who came up with that quest to learn, like, how to do combat? You gotta, you know, help your master, your sensei, sweep the floor. It's like the Karate Kid. You know, like, how is waxing the car supposed to teach me how to do karate again? Or another thing that I was grateful that I didn't get into World of Warcraft because when I was too young. But you ever play those games and then realize, you know, all you're doing is collecting random crap, like find 10 rat tails, bring it to this guy. Collect 5 spider ball eggs, bring it to this lady for a potion. Or whatever. It's like we spend so much time and money on these games. It's kind of funny that we even end up having productive social lives. Wait a minute. So, random thought today. Why are sororities and fraternities Greek? I'm just picturing when they were originally invented, like the designers were like, yes, they are going to represent the greatest thinkers of all time. Plato, Socrates, Aristotle, Homer in the Iliad. And instead they're like, nah, they're just dedications to Dionysus and a bunch of other Greek party gods that I actually have embarrassingly forgotten right now. Some history minor I am. But no, speaking of history, the penny has been discontinued, which I'm sure would make Abraham Lincoln turn over in his grave. The problem is he'd be stuck on the top of his head, or what's left of it. Hey-oh.